Well, here we are at Eucla, good old Eucla in Western Australia, and well, still having those problems with the truck, believe it or not. What are the problems? Remember, I was derating. Well, it derated me 3 times today already, so that's no good. But we'll get into that later. We've got a special guest, and it's Paul from Trucking About. Here's Paul. Paul's in his yard, and he's got some work to do. He's going to show us what he's doing on. Well, he's a mechanic, and he's got a YouTube channel as well. His YouTube channel is Trucking About. Check it out on YouTube, obviously. That's what I've said clearly. So, Paul, what's happening? What are you doing today?
I am trying to fit tyres. I've made the fatal mistake of buying cheap tyres. And so I've been here for a day now trying to fit some very cheap imported tyres to my truck. And they're very squashed and I just cannot get them on the rims.
So, can you show us what you're talking about?
I can show you. I'll turn the camera around here so we can... Actually, I can't turn the camera around. So what we've got here is I've had to spread them. So I've got these 6-inch bits of timber in here, spreading the beads apart because the beads were so squashed that when I fitted them to the rim, no matter, even with the bazooka, I couldn't get them to pop on. So I've managed to fit the first one here to a trailer rim for the dolly. So this is a new rim I purchased as a spare. I was able to get them on there with the bazooka. So now it looks like instead of new drive tyres for my truck, I'm going to have brand new drive tyres for my dolly. It's sort of the only way I can, but it's my own fault for buying cheap tyres. So,
well,
yeah,
so how much
they're really, they were $220 a tyre. So the drives I've got on here, I will show you here, were cheapy ones at the time. They're Ravellos, and they have done 90,000 Ks. They've still got life left on them. So my plan was to put them onto the dolly because the dolly's going to be lucky to do about 5,000 to 10,000 Ks a year.
That looks very similar to my tyres, which, as you can see there.
Yeah.
But of course, these are the Apollo, which I told you about yesterday, the Apollo brand.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No.
These when these were fitted were $3,500 fitted. I got a full set of these other ones that I can't get fitted for just under $2,000 with a rim. So they're still the price of trailer tyres, really. So I'll put them on the dolly and I will run these drives out a bit more and then pay a sensible amount for a decent tyre and stop supporting these people that are undercutting others.
So we must
complain.
Well, yes. Look, we must say hello to everybody who's joining us. If you're live, if you've just joined us, we've got Paul from Trucking About, as you can see. He's got a YouTube channel. He does oversize and makes some great videos. But the great thing about Paul's videos is he not only just shows you how to load and unload and stuff like that, but he also shows you the mechanical repairs and stuff like that. So if you've got any questions about trucking and how things work and what have you, if you want to ask me a question or Paul a question, get in now, put them in the comments, and we'll start answering questions once we get a few comments.
And did you see, John, I pointed out the other day, John, my new sun visor and bug deflector.
Oh, that's right. And we were trying to work out what was new about. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Look out, I might get run over. What kind of truck is that?
It's one to stay away from. It's a K200.
Well, it's not about that. It's the company. Anyway, we shouldn't. We don't run other people down.
No.
Should we see how he goes backing up? We could. Oh, gee, I tell you what, the flies are really attacking me here. I don't know how long I can last.
I've got none here, but I've got rain coming. So.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to come over here and get in the shade here, and we're going to get ready to read out some comments. Oh, let's see. So hopefully it's not just everyone saying hello and what have you, but so I won't even read out the people who say hello. That's well, hello to everybody anyway. Let's see, James is there, Michael Hanson, James has got 2 more videos out. Greg, yeah, 2 of my faves. Oh, well, there you go, Greg. 2 of our faves. Well, you got us both for two for one. Actually, sorry, I was just going to try to get
two for the price of none. Yeah.
2 for well, you were gonna. Oh, there's Dexter. There's Paul. I mean, Doug's there. Let me just see if I
Yeah.
can
Hi,
scroll
Doug.
down. Where's the? Oh, you know Doug. Let's see. There's a question. Have you towed haul trucks? Oh, hang on. Is that for me or you? Let's go for you. Have you done haul trucks?
No, I've done the tubs of haul trucks, but not the actual haul trucks themselves. No.
Well, you did
There's
take
not as
the
much.
Moxie.
Well, yeah, Moxies. I've done plenty of Moxies, but not the big ones. My little truck's only rated at 110, so yeah, they're a bit heavy for me.
Okay.
How are those
Next
flies
question
going?
is. Oh, look, I don't know if I'm going to last long here. If you're new to truck driving, how long would it take roughly to get half decent
Half
in
decent.
driving? Ooh, doesn't it?
Um,
I think that depends on how talented you are, I guess you could say.
Yeah, some people look at it as a source of income only, and they learn enough to get by. But others, like myself and probably you, John, I was brought up around trucks, and it's been my whole lifestyle really. So it's having an interest and a passion for it that makes it easier to learn and wanting to learn and try different things. And yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the person, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No.
my advice would be ask lots of questions. Find somebody in the company that you're working for, and hopefully there's somebody there that's pretty good at knowledge-wise, and ask questions if you don't know how to do something, and if you're not sure about, just basically ask questions. Even though they're not questions that you have to ask straight away, just ask questions. Yep.
Yeah, and always learn. Watch other people, how other people do things, and you can always learn. I mean, I've been doing it for 30 years, and I still learn new things every week. You just there's always a better way or a different way of doing it to how you've done it, and or how you are doing it. And yeah, there's no harm in learning and trying new things.
Yeah. What's your preferred freight, cargo to transport? Gee. Well, you go first,
Mach-
because yeah.
be machinery for me, because I done my apprenticeship as a mechanic on machinery, and again, I was a grader operator and a dozer and excavators. I spent time doing that, so they're sort of my bread and butter, my neighbourhood. That's what I was used to. So yeah, I prefer that, the oversized stuff.
Yeah, okay. So what do I prefer? Oh, we have these the fridge panels, so they're really light, and so I don't mind doing those because I've carried 3 or triple road train of those, and I was as light as basically, well, lighter than a B double, and that was 3 trailers. So those are cool.
Yeah, I've done the polystyrene backed panels. I've done full loads of them as well, and yeah, there's no weight in them. It looks like a full load, but there's yeah, no weight at all.
Yeah. Michael says, I've just landed my first trucking job. Any advice? I'm from New Zealand. Well, Paul, this is your area. Paul is from New Zealand, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, if you haven't picked up on the accent, yeah. Well, I don't know. Depends what you're driving, I suppose. But again, it goes back to the learning and asking questions. And yeah, hopefully you're in a company where there's some good operators that are prepared to show you things and help you learn along the way. That's the main thing, unless you've got somebody showing you can learn off, you're a bit stranded. But yeah, no, just find someone that's good, but don't. But like I was saying before, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. So learn from people, and then just keep watching, keep learning. Watch YouTube. I learn a lot off YouTube.
That's how you learn. You watched my channel and you thought, oh, that's how to do it. No. Okay. Aerogard, yes. Aerogard, I know. Well, I've got that bug spray, but I don't know. It just doesn't work. Doesn't work for me. And there's Tim. Tim says the same thing. Thanks, Tim. When's the last time you lost track of what gear you're in, Paul?
I don't know if it happens, but it's you're just programmed to do it, but sometimes you can be, especially I do oversize. Sometimes I've got two pilots talking to me and I might have my headset on the phone, but you generally know where you're at, and I think it's more about the recovery than anything. If you can slip it back into a gear and nobody notices, then that's half the battle.
Sometimes I'll drop it in a neutral and then coast to a corner or something. Look at the speedo, I come about there, and then you go to put it in to go. Oh, I'm stuff that up. But no, it's not that hard to find it. Yeah, back in. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask. Yes, always ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That's the most important thing.
That's it. Yeah.
Let's see what's next. Have you got Starlink installed? No, but Paul was looking at it. What happened, Paul?
I never got it. I decided that I just don't need to talk on the phone that much. That's what I've got an answer phone for. It would be handy at times for sure, especially with trying to upload YouTube videos at night when I'm parked up. But at the end of the day, things are quiet, and it's just another expense that I can actually do without. It'd be really nice to have it. It would be nice, but I just don't need it at this stage. So.
So I've got Selfie. Selfie is like a mobile phone repeater. So basically, it has an antenna on the roof, and it retransmits the signal through the cab. So that seems to work fine for me. And yeah, it's you don't have to have a second account like Starlink and stuff like that. So that's what I use. I've watched both of your channels for a while now. This is from Michael again. Got to say, you've definitely taught me a bit and inspired me to get into trucking as a career. My son also lives trucks or likes trucks?
I'd say loves trucks.
Yeah. Gee. Well, I hope we haven't led you astray, because it's not for everybody. And Paul and I are on the road a lot. We don't go home every day or every week sometimes. So I hate to for people to get into it and then they think, oh, this is awful. I'm never home. I've got a family and stuff like that. So yeah.
I was very fortunate. My kids grew up with me never there, and they adapted well. And I had a very supportive family that were used to me coming home once a fortnight for a couple of hours and getting some clean clothes and leaving again. So it's definitely not for everybody, but it works well for me.
Yeah. Zach, I think this is about the phone. There's only two wires and the power and the ground. What was that for? Was that for the phones?
Might be for the Starlink, was it? Yeah.
Could be. Damo says, what side of the border are you? Well, my view is about the border. Australia doesn't have borders, so I'm on the WA boundary side of WA. So I'm on the WA side, Eucla. So it's Eucla. So Australia doesn't have boundaries. I know a lot of people say border because we keep hearing the word border. It's even written on the signs, state border and stuff. Well, we don't have borders in Australia. The only border is 200 miles off the coast of Australia, and that's it. But it's my pet peeve. Anyway, what's the next question? Tapua says, "G'day, gents. What's the most popular truck in Australia other than Kenworth?" Well, I think it just is Kenworth. But
we stopped looking after Kenworth. Well, I don't know. Us Kenworth drivers, we don't look at anything else. But actually, at the moment, it's got to be Volvo, probably leading the sales. I'd imagine Volvo, and then Scania for us New Zealanders, but Scania for you Australians.
So you reckon Scania's third?
Oh, they got to be getting up there. There's a lot of them around. What about Freightliner? There is a few of them, I suppose. I think the likes of Chuckheads and Centurion Transport, with having the hundreds of leased ones they had, definitely put more of them on the road. I'm just trying to get out of the wind here. It's a bit breezy here in the yard, but I actually think Volvo would be leading the charge just about now. They're everywhere. Well, look out.
So yeah, there's movement. I think the truck behind my shoulder, he's pulling out, and that truck over there, that shoulder. So they're doing a changeover here, and so the change private movers. We should go over and throw a camera in their face.
Yeah, nothing like a
Make
bit of
them really
pressure.
nervous. Oh, anyway. Okay, Zach says a couple of truckies took the kids with. Hey, they took a couple of truckies. Oh yeah. Look, different people might take their kids on the school holidays and stuff. That can be difficult because like you just don't know when they're gonna be back, and then you take the kids out, and then they're a week late. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It is a good thing they get the kids out in trucks, get them interested in them young, because we're running out of truck drivers, and we've started importing them.
And Doug's been started back in 1972, bought a car carrier. But I guess when the Nullarbor was all just bitumen, gravel. I've heard those stories. I'd hate to do that.
Oh yeah, I've seen the photos. Yeah.
His RTA. Hello, you blokes have a safe, prosperous, and productive week. Well, Paul, do you need any work?
I need lots of work. I've got nothing on the books. That's why it's taken me. I've been mucking with these tyres, and it's like if I don't get them done today, I'll do them tomorrow. There's nothing in the books for me at the moment. So, yeah,
that's no good.
That's transport. It's winter here, and because I move a lot of agricultural stuff, everybody's planting or planted, seeded, and they're spraying. The weather's average, so yeah, everything's sort of not moving. Hopefully there'll be some harvesters, some combines moving shortly, but yeah, we'll see.
Yes. Now, oddly enough, I can't see anybody on Facebook here. So it says it's transmitting to Facebook, but I do not believe so. Anyway, that's why taking the kids on the trip, that'd be great. I have taken my kids across back and forth with my wife and stuff, and that's been pretty good.
I took my son years ago, and we got stuck with floods coming down Manilia Roadhouse. We were there for a few days just before Christmas, and we didn't think we were going to get home.
Yeah, I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check Facebook to see if we are really. I don't think we are. Of course, that's not going to work. Oddly enough, there's Facebook there. I'm not getting any comments. It's like it's not public or something. Just 1 second. Paul, take it away, talk or something.
All right. I'll talk about my tyres.
Yeah, I can do it on my phone, can't I? Oh, can I? Yes. Yeah, go on.
So, as I was saying about my tyres, I don't know if you could see before, but there I've put 6-inch blocks of timber in there to try and spread the beads apart. And I've left them overnight. Still not working, so I managed to get them fitted on those. I've already stripped tyres off these rims, so I'm having to put them back on and put them back on the truck, just in case the job comes in tomorrow. Everything's filthy. Lot of rain here. So, yeah, how's Facebook going, Jono?
We are on Facebook, but oddly enough, Facebook's dead. Normally, Facebook has more people, but anyway, if you want, there's a Facebook. Oh, there you go. Doug's just confirms he's on Facebook. Okay, let's move on. I don't know where the viewers are, but anyway, okay. Going to get reversed over. Well, or they might just run clean over me. If they can't, they might be able to go out that gate, that entrance there. Let's see. We've got. G'day. Anyway, this is just a g'day. Kenworth makes a less expensive truck. What is it? I think Mack trucks would be up there. Well, Mack, Volvo, same thing.
Yeah, same. They're just N-series Volvos, aren't they? Just wanted Volvos with ladies gearboxes.
Kenworth are not that cheap. Yeah, man. I mean, my truck, 550,000, and you can get them more expensive.
I bought a second-hand one. I went and said I'd take a brand new truck, and it was going to be up 550, and then it was going to be nearly 2 years to get it. So I ended up buying a used truck for about the same price.
Yeah.
I got it straight away. So yeah.
Let's see. We've got Abby. What's this? Hi, John. It's Doug's there. Tim. What are you carrying this trip? Well, I'll try to show you. I'm having trouble with the reception. Oh, here's the truck going. Oh, there's banisters there. What's banisters got on? Oh, those. Yeah, I've done those. So what do we got on? We've got the reels of cable. You've seen these reels of cable before. You know, the Olex and stuff like that. So the reels of cable. Then on the front, we have. Well, you might find this hard to believe. You might think, oh, you got a couple of cars there. Oh, that's a pretty light, but look at that tarp. What's under that tarp? 18 ton of steel. So you've got, well, your max weight there. So you got 18 ton plus those 3 cars, and then behind us you've got all the reels of cable. Oddly enough, I'm reasonably light at the front here. Yeah, I thought I'd be heavier, but I'm 22.4 at the back. So, yep, pretty. Yeah, so I'm not cruising along really fast, but I'm not. Yeah. Oh, apart from don't forget, I've been derating 3 times today so far. Lovely. Here's James. What does James say? Hi, John. I'm watching Facebook. Jim from Albury on holidays. Well, hello, James. Good to have you along. Listen, I know that Facebook is working. Oh, we've got it anyway. Maybe it's just kicked in because now we've got more viewers. So I meant cheapest version. Yeah, look, Kenworth, I don't think they're the cheapest version. Why do you think Kenworth are more popular?
No, Kenworth are, well, I suppose they are Australian design, but I think his meaning is they're a cheaper Kenworth. Well, I mean, Freightliners, we sort of call them Kmart Kenworths because, you know, it's sort of what you'd,
Sure.
you know, for Costco Kenworth maybe. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of the Freightliner, I just got to pack things up here. Don't mind me. It's just going to start raining, and I got my cords and everything out. Freightliner and Western Star all run the same. Basically, well, were running the same drive line as far as road ranger gearboxes and Rockwells and Mirators and things like that. A lot of automatic transmissions coming in now, and Detroit engines in the Western Stars and Freightliners, and Mercedes engines, obviously, in the Freightliners. Yeah, so I guess they're every bit as good, and some of them are better on fuel. I'm trying to pack up on me compressor and everything before it rains. I'm not going to get my tyres finished today. I think it's going to be.
It looks kind of clear blue sky there. Well, apart from floppy clouds, but anyway.
Yeah, that's black over behind me there. So.
Oh, okay. Lots of straps. Yes, that's right, Tim. Cars good money on top of another load, pure jam. Yeah, that's what they do. They put the base freight and then the cars on top just to top it up. Snowy says hello. Doug says car carrier back in 1972 was a comma. Oh, nice. Now I haven't seen comma.
Oh, okay. My father drove commas. Yeah, commas were common in New Zealand. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. There you go. Michael says, "How does it work for you, Paul, being self-employed? Could you help with mine equipment in your office in your off season?"
Yeah, I can't do anything. I'm self-employed completely. I own the truck, the trailer. Well, myself and the bank. I own the truck, the trailer, the counterweight, the dolly. So yeah, I can go and cart for anybody, anywhere, anytime. Yeah, I've priced plenty of gear to move excavators and things. It's just everybody's quiet, so everybody's pricing it, and it's a bit of a Dutch auction at the moment. The prices are just going down, and yeah, sometimes you're better off sitting in the yard. You'll go broke a lot slower than running around for you know $2 a kilometre, because that's not even the running costs. Yeah, it's pretty sad what people are carting for. But yeah, no, I'll cart anything if it's there. Yeah, if the money's right, if I can make 50 cents on it, I'll get into it.
Let's see what's next. Abby says, "Why do you bang the dirt off your tires when coming off a dirt road?" Well, if you watched that last video, you noticed that there's a lot of dust. They basically as you go down the dirt road, it goes into the rim, and then it's like centrifugal force. It just basically stays on the rim. You've got to use a hammer. Now, lots of people have said, "Why don't I use a rubber mallet? Won't it do less damage or anything?" We're not worried about the steel rims or even the alloy rims that much. I'm not banging it like to make a big dent, but you have to jolt the rim in order for it to shake, because it will just sit there. Rubber mallet, unfortunately, is just not enough of a jolt to loosen so that's why we do it. Otherwise, we leave a dirt line when we slow down to the next stop. Some might have fallen down, and then it just leaves this line, and then the locals get upset at us truckies.
Yes, they do. Yes.
So what do you think of Western Stars, says Scott?
I'd like to have a look at the new big cab ones. I've seen some of those massive bloody sleeper cabs coming over, and I sort of think, I wonder if I should look at buying something like that. I don't mind them. The older ones, no thanks. I drove fuel tankers, had a few Western Stars there, and the older ones not for me, but I do like the look of these new ones. I think that could be a good thing, especially spending so much time in the truck. It'd be nice to be able to have like a king single bed, or a double bed even. Yeah.
What's she doing behind? Is he still? Oh, she's going to go soon. Okay, next question is from Dexter. I think we had a comma in Kalgoorlie, 1968. It was a wood panel. Look inside. Oh, that's like White, isn't it? White had like a wood cabin or something.
Oh, a lot of old trucks did. Yeah. No, commas were the old knocker comma, the TS3 comma used to have two-stroke engine in them. My father drove one of them. And they sort of progressed. I think they were definitely British built. I can't remember who built them. Yeah.
He's moving, and these trailers are coming with him. He hasn't dropped them. No, sorry.
not yet
He's probably
anyway.
getting.
There's still time.
We'll give it time.
I
So
was going
what's
to
he
say
got?
it'd
It's
be
just a
great
beat
content
triple.
if he does. Yeah.
Oh no, hasn't filled up his air yet for the going through that puddle, but so he'll be going back to Perth. So we've still got a few trucks in this area. We got some over the road there, one over there, and I think there's some. Is he still there, or did he get out? Oh no, he's just getting ready to go now. Right, next question is there's puddles everywhere here. David says, if I was to think of a truck running cost per kilometre, oil, tyres and water, it would have to be in the range of, what's that for? $300 to $500 for how long?
Yeah, okay.
Did we get that? What do you mean by that?
Cost per kilometre varies. Like 300 to 500. We're talking dollars per kilometre, not hundreds of dollars. But if you work out, just for example, those drive tires, I paid I think $3,500 fitted, and so far they've done 90,000 kilometres. So if you break that down, it's I don't know, it's about 3 to 5 cents a kilometre, something like that. And then my insurance for the truck, trailer, dolly, lock, the Hilux is about over 30,000 a year. So you sort of work out how many kilometres you've done. I've done say 150,000 for the year. You divide that in the rego for the years, depending on the truck as well. Mine's about 12 grand. You add all that in, and it's pretty hard to do your cost per kilometre until you've done that first year and work out how much. And at the end of the day, you've got to be able to make $1 out of it. People are pricing jobs at $2 and $3 a kilometre, and it's like, yikes. That's crazy. Like that's running costs. That's
yeah. Dexter just was saying it was a small car he had. Rick's there. Hello, Rick. Good to have you along too. My battery's getting lower on the. I'm using the laptop today because we were having trouble doing this kind of thing. But anyway, just saw you on Facebook. Electric trucks thoughts. I don't think we're quite ready. No, I don't think we can use it, Sandra. Electric trucks.
No.
How far are you going to get? Electric trucks may be good around a town, like that's it. But to pull a road train, how far are you going to get? 200 kilometers if you're lucky before you've got to swap a battery. So maybe on in some kind of a mining situation where you've got every like 100, 150 kilometers to 200 kilometers, you've got a bank of batteries. Now, a lot of some of these bigger electric trucks, they basically the battery comes out with a forklift. So basically, you just put your forks tines in there and just pull it out, and you can just whack in a new battery and keep driving. So it's like a hot swap. So you don't have to stop and wait a couple of hours for the battery to charge. But just imagine how many batteries you would have to have every couple of 100 kilometers all the way along, swapping batteries. And then let's just say if we did this on a mass production kind of thing. So across the Nullarbor, there's every roadhouse has all these different batteries that you could just you've got to leave a battery and they'll give you one. But what if the battery you get now is stuffed? And so you only get down the road and now you're stuffed, and now you're putting in claims with that company because now my freight's late, and oh my God, the problems you could have.
It is. I don't think it's a good idea at all, but what can you do? That's the way the future's going.
Well, no, that's the way they think. Yeah, I don't think I think that's what they want us to believe, and that's what they want to do. But no, actually, picture this. Just imagine to spin everything upside down. Just imagine if we started out with electric only cars, and then one day this new technology came along, where someone said, "Hey, instead of charging for an hour, what if we could have this engine where you could fill up and it only takes a couple of minutes to fill up, and you could get like 500, 600 to 1,000 kilometers depending on the tank size." People are like, "What? Oh, jump on it!" Everyone would jump on it.
I don't have to sit here for 5 hours charging. I can just
no
pour
charging
some more
for an
juice in
hour.
it away.
Just pour a bit of this liquid in, and we can keep going for another 500 to 1,000. We'll take it. So Anyway, okay. Doug says, I've seen signs near towns to knock dust out. Yeah, that's right. Yes, you see in trucks de-dust or knock out the dust. How far away from driverless trucks? Well, some places are doing it already. I think in WA, did they get a few? I'm trying to. I'll go down here so you can.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's obviously in the mines there's the old ghost trucks there. I've got a lot of YouTube footage of that, but I've never made it public. I used to cart fuel into the mines and amongst the driverless trucks there, and that was pretty interesting.
Oh, okay.
And I think there's a place for them there, but on the roads, who's going to do the loading and unloading? Like for me, putting machinery on if the truck pulls up and there's nobody in it. A lot of times there's nobody on site to load. Who's going to do that? Unless it's a driverless tractor as well, it can load itself. And
yes, that's no good. Then the batteries degrade like our phones. Yes, and that's so you get the shorter distance and stuff, and you get a dodgy battery. 2 electric trucks. Yanis has built both burnt to the ground, did they? Well, I saw that at the truck show too. Not this one. 2 years ago, I saw the electric trucks there. Did they really burn to the ground?
Yeah.
Well, EPA would like that. Yes. And get dirty fuel. Doug says, as a pilot operator, I do $1.70. Yeah, okay. If electric was the future, why is Volvo running 17? Was it 171 780 electric? That's right. Yeah. So we're basically down to the down at the bottom of the barrel here for what do you call it, for comments. So if there's any other comments, because my battery in this laptop is going to go flat too, so get your comments in now before we have to go. I'm on my way to Perth, and normally I would get into Perth tomorrow about 2 o'clock or so. Then I can drop this trailer off, because what happens is people steal copper, so they steal these cables, so I can't really leave them in the yard. I've actually got to try to get to the place so I can leave it in their yard and lock it up overnight. Anyway, so that's what's happening. Dexter, what's to say? Is that huge? And it's What else we got?
James.
I've got no time for just electric. Yes, hybrid. Hybrid's not bad. I don't mind hybrid. Like that, yeah, no, hybrid's good. Have a safe trip. Thanks, Tim. And Sweden truck moves. Hi, Jono. Do you earn enough money to do a run trucking company? Sorry, I'm trying to wait for the flies, go and talk. Do healthy trucking company to do a healthy year in AU in Europe. It's sad to say that the big logistics companies have destroyed the market. Well, I don't know if it's
That's happening here too.
I thought it was the people coming from overseas that are destroying more.
Well, it's the big companies are
undercutting
the big companies are bringing them in, giving them their license out of the
I
Weet-Bix
see,
box, and then they go off and buy their own truck, and yeah.
Yeah, so yes, it is happening here as well. And I work for a company. I don't have to worry about getting jobs and all that kind of stuff. Paul is an owner driver. He has to think about his bottom line and making a profit and stuff.
Yes.
Did you have a nice last weekend? Yes, I did, Rick. Thanks for that. Very nice long weekend, which is odd to get home. You should check out Edison Trucks, only way to go here in Oz. You know Edison, Paul?
I've watched some of the videos on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
Each to their own. I'll stick with my diesel powered truck.
G'day, Safe Johners. Woohoo, hello. You've just caught me just as we're about to go. Keith says, Paul, did you fix that AdBlue issue in your truck?
Yep, I did. I put a new dosing pump on it and cleaned out the breather, and it started using AdBlue again, and the check engine light went off by itself. So unfortunately, it's back using AdBlue, and I've got to pay for it again. So it was quite nice when it wasn't working, but it did derate after a while, and I couldn't keep running it. So the dosing pump for $2,000, and the breather filter was bugger all, and yeah, it's back up and running. So good, thanks.
Well, I will slowly get back into the truck and get ready to go because I got some Subway from the other day and I forgot all about it. So I've just found it in the truck and I thought, oh no. Oh, look at that. Now we've got a better picture because it's not so bright outside. You can probably see me now. We got another comment. Oh, look how there's a fly in here. Everybody stop.
No flies out here. That drown out here in the rain. It's going to pour down here in a minute.
Yeah, so anything else? We got no more comments. Anyway, it's been great to have everyone along. 37 minutes has been pretty decent. I don't know what the footage was like. I see Paul's vision stopping and starting and stuff like that. Anyway, it's great to have you guys along. You guys have a great week. Paul, any last comments?
No, thanks for joining everybody, and we'll see you out there.
Yeah, maybe if you guys like this, we'll do this again sometime when Paul has time. Paul's usually working, so yeah.
Usually, yeah, be nice, but
thanks,
I've got all the time in the world at the moment.
All right, so if you've got a job or anything that you can help Paul with, go to his YouTube channel. His email address and contact details are there. Otherwise, don't forget to join Paul on his YouTube channel, which is Trucking About on YouTube, and I'm sure he'd love a few more people to come along. Doug, new tester truck will have a range of 500 miles, far beyond its competitors. Use 2 kilometers. Okay, well there you go. Stephen and Glenn, thanks for the feed. Glenn, yep. All right. That's it, everybody. I will see you next time. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.